Welcome to BitterBuzz. Today it's gonna get oaty. We're looking at the 8-ball, the Oatmeal Stout from the Lost Coast Brewing. At first I read Lost Cause Brewing, and then I was confused as to why should I even try this beer? And then I read correctly, and here I am. So let's find out if this brewery and this Oatmeal Stout are indeed a lost cause or not. This looks like a nitro cold brew coffee. It's like a very dark mahogany color, a slightly caramel, not just completely black, but you have that nice, very foamy, tan caramel-like head. Let's smell it. You can smell the oatmeal. It is a bit more bitter than I expected. Maybe a little bit roasted, yet more of a burnt, bitter caramel brown sugar aroma to it. The aroma and the look are very inviting, so cheers, let's try it. The caramel is there. The brown sugar slightly, not so much. And although the brew is quite dark, you can see the carbonation. It's not as prickly on the tongue as it perhaps might look, but it does kind of have that nitro brew kind of texture. It's fairly smooth. It's quite drinkable. It has that bitter taste, that bitter aftertaste, not the hoppiness, but something more acidic, something more coffee-like, dark chocolate-like. Kind of sticks and remains on your palate. It's not the heaviest mouthfeel. It's quite light, yet smooth at the same time. I would say that this oatmeal stout smells more oaty than it actually tastes, but it does have something roasted oatmeal-like to it, but not as strong as you would perhaps expect from my intro, because I made it all about oats and yet again I'm a bit off. And I know I shouldn't come into this video having certain expectations about beer, but I have to say I did have lower expectations, and so I'm positively surprised about this one just because the flavors are so strong yet married quite well together, quite balanced. I think it's time for some puns. There's nothing like a good break to get the ball rolling with billiard jokes. Did you hear about that pool player that went to the bar? Yeah, he racked up quite a bit. At the end of the game, let's not talk about who won or lost, but let's talk about how fun the game was. That's a solid shot at humor, but let's strive away from the record. Fair. Anyways, let's sum this up. If you're more of a nitro cold brew, oat milk, coffee type of person that prefers a darker chocolate kind of kick to a brew with a slightly brown sugar caramel aftertaste, a marriage of something bittersweet, then this is the oatmeal stout for you. And I guess this wasn't a lost cause after all. Cheers and thanks for watching.